All right, it's my first video, man. D Kane's Fight World. D Kane underscore the God. That's IG and my Twitter. D Kane, DKAIN underscore THAGOD. D Kane the God. Um, this is it. I'm just here to talk about MMA news, MMA fights. UFCs. We got this UFC 207 coming up. And should be epic. You know what I mean? They did the weigh-ins this morning. Today, everybody made weight besides Johnny Hendricks. It's not a very good look on him. He's fighting. He's still gonna get to fight. He's losing 20% of his purse though, so that's a plus for Neil Magny. He's gonna make 20% of his purse regardless, win or lose. So he's gonna get his fight money plus that, and we'll see. He missed weight by 3.5 pounds. He can't make weight, I guess. Everybody else looked good. Louis Smolka, who's fighting Ray Borg, he looked like death up there. He looked like death. He made it, but he just looked dehydrated as hell. He looked sucked up. He looked like he had zero energy. He still has 24 hours till he gets to be able to fight. We're going to see what happens with that. I hope he comes back healthy. He looks good and he's ready. I'm sure he will. He's a fighter. This is what they do. They're used to it. He made weight. He's done it before. Yeah, we'll see. Let me just talk about something real quick. I've been a fan of UFC and MMA for a very long time, since I was a little boy. And I just decided to do this because, I'm always informing people on fights. I'm always talking about fights. This is what I love. This is what I love seeing. I love watching. I love being a fan of this. I love it. All these fighters. It's the greatest sport to me. This is what they do. It's just great. It's one-on-one. It's a selfish sport. It's just it's not team, so you just rely on one person. Anything can happen in a fight, and stylistically in MMA, there's just so many beautiful things. You could be a stand-up, you could be karate, judo, wrestler, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. It's just a beautiful sport when everything just combines together and just comes together as full one fighting thing. It's dope, man. And I just wanted to do that. I went to my first UFC event. What was that? December 17th, the SAC card, the UFC Fox, I think it was 22, Michelle Watterson and Paige Van Zandt. That was dope. I met a bunch of people. I met the Diaz brothers. I met Michelle Watterson. I met Jeremy Stevens. You know, and I just want people to know, like, this is a sport right now. I mean, it's a very young sport. It's like, what, 20 years old or something like that, maybe, And I just want people to know that these fighters, man, they're dope people. They come off as brutal fighters, and people just have that perception that these people are just dicks or assholes, and that's not the case, man, because every single one of them that I ran up on, and I'm talking about the Diaz brothers, I ran up on both of them. They said what's up, they gave me dap, they showed love, got a picture and a video with a couple of them, met Michelle Watterson after she won, ran into Jeremy Stevens, saw Cub Swanson, said what's up, all these people, and they're just dope people. They appreciate the love, you could tell, and I appreciate that as well because I'm a huge fan. I've been watching a lot of these people since I was a kid, such as the Diaz brothers, and it's just awesome to be able to, consider myself a part of that and watching the sport grow and seeing everything turn out the way it is, and it's just awesome. And I just want people to know that these fighters are good people, man. You meet them, they show love, man. And what other sport can you go and try to get, what any of these athletes, you try to run up on them and say what's up, get it, they're going to brush you off, they push you. I've seen it. I've been at basketball games. I've been at football games. They just ignore you. They keep it moving. Mind you, they are on a way different level. It's way more big, popular, more money and everything. But at the same time, like, dang, we the fans, want to meet you and talk and see what's up and see how you are as a person. And the fighters, man, they love it. They appreciate it. You could tell they show love. They was outside the stadium, inside the stadium. They was all showing love. I was showing love. It was just a dope ass experience, and I just want people to know that because that was the first event that I ever went to, and I had a great time. And hands down, I will be going to every single event that's in California, no matter what, wherever it's at, north, south, mid, doesn't matter. San Diego, LA, Anaheim, wherever it's at, Sacramento. Doesn't matter, you know. I'm going. I'm gonna be there because I'm gonna show love to all these people, man. It's the greatest sport in the world to me, and yeah, it's just awesome. You know, I just wanted to inform people that was my first event, and that's how it went, and it was a dope experience. I met a lot of people. It was awesome. I loved it, you know, and that's that. But here we go. UFC 207 is coming up. The weigh-ins was this morning, like I said. You know, everybody made weight except Johnny Hendricks. He missed by 3.5 pounds. You know, I will be doing a recap on that later on. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. And then I'll do a fight breakdown later on, even later than that, on 207 of all the fighters, all the, you know, probably I'll probably even do the Fight Pass prelims and the Fight Pass prelims and the regular prelims, and then I think I'm not sure if there's regular prelims and then it just goes to Fox, or and then it's Fox and then the main card. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I can't remember. But I know that I'll be breaking those down and I'll be making my picks. I know people like people to make picks, so I will be making some picks. You know, but with that being said, me making picks doesn't mean I like a fighter over a different fighter. I appreciate all these fights. You know, they're all entertaining. They're all great fights, you know what I mean? And whether I win or lose with my pick, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me at all, you know, because that happens. A fight is a fight, and anything can happen in a fight, and that's just the way it goes. But I will be doing that. I'll drop that later on, and I'll do a recap later on, and then we'll see what happens. And then 207 is tomorrow. It's on Friday. It's not Saturday. It's gonna be dope, man. It should be real dope. It's the last card of the year before 2017, so I figured this is the perfect time for me to start this. You know, right at the end of the year, and then we can start at the top of the year because January 15th there's a card with BJ Penn. That's a fight night. BJ Penn, Yair Rodriguez, and yeah, man. But I'll be getting with everybody soon. I will be tuning in. Tapping into this and doing a weigh-in recap, and then I will be doing a 207 breakdown and a fighter pick for me for 207, and then after that I'll do a post-fight thing, and I possibly might do something to where it's like you know, during, but I got to figure out the setup on how that, because I know for sure I'll be watching. I just want to figure out if, you know, what's right and what's, you know, what I can do, what I'm possibly able to do. I know you can't show the film, of course, or show the fights. I mean, on camera, of course, you can't upload something like that. But what I could do is have film myself and the reactions and the realness of my reactions on camera while I'm watching the fights, and so that'll be dope. We're still working on this, man. We're gonna figure it out. You know, we're gonna build, and I just want everybody to know this is my favorite sport. This is what I love. I love talking about this. I love reading about it. I love seeing what fighters are doing, where they're training. You know, I just want to see everything, and it's just what I'm into. This is the number one sport, in my opinion. You know, this is the number one self test that you could ever possibly put yourself in. And period, because it's fight. It's like life or death, you know. It's kill or be killed, and that takes extreme heart and extreme athleticism to put yourself in that position and know that you're going out there to kill or be killed, man. And it's intense, but I love it. It's beautiful. It's an art, and I just want people to see how great this sport is, how many great fighters and people are involved in this. So yeah, like I said, I'll be getting with you. I'll do a weigh-in recap, UFC 207 breakdown, and then we'll go from there and see what's up, man. Peace.